Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to explain about the third form of Fourier series, which is exponential Fourier series notation. So, in the previous videos, we have seen the cosine form of Fourier series, and before that, we have seen the trigonometric Fourier series, which was the first Fourier series notation. So, any signal x of t can be represented by using the trigonometric Fourier series, or by using a cosine form of Fourier series, or by using an exponential Fourier series. So the exponential Fourier series is also coming from or derived from the cosine form of Fourier series. So exponential Fourier series is derived from cosine Fourier series. Cosine form of Fourier series. So cosine form of Fourier series, again it was derived from the trigonometric Fourier series. So all these three are interrelated to each other. So in the suppose if we take the exponential cosine form of Fourier series, the signal x of t can be written as capital A naught plus summation n equal to 0 to n equal to 1 to infinity, n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n omega naught t plus theta n. Okay, this was the representation of a signal x of t in the cosine form of Fourier series. Now we are going to take this cosine form, whatever the cos notation is there in this x of t equation. So we are taking this cos notation and writing in terms of exponential form. So we know any trigonometric function like a cos or sine can be written in terms of exponential functions as, so cos theta simply written as e power j theta plus e power minus j theta by 2. Now in the similar way, cos n omega naught t plus theta n is equal to cos n e power j, so n omega naught t plus theta n plus e power minus j n omega naught t plus theta n divided by 2. Okay, so now we need to substitute this exponential form in this equation 1. Therefore the signal x of t can be written in terms of exponential form as a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n by 2, and this cos notation now it is written in terms of exponentials e power j n omega naught t plus theta n plus e power minus j n omega naught t plus theta n. Okay, now after some modifications we will get the final notation. So these modifications, see here, e power a plus b, we can write it as e power a into e power b. So e power a into e power b is nothing but e power a plus b, and we can split this and this, and here also we can split this and this. See here, so that is equal to a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n by 2 e power, so j n omega naught t into e power j theta n plus e power minus j n omega naught t into e power minus j theta n. Again apply summation inside, so summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n by 2 e power j n omega naught t into e power j theta n plus the second term summation n equal to 1 to infinity again a n by 2 e power minus j n omega naught t into e power minus j theta n. That is equal to, now just change the order of these two, e power j n omega naught t onto the right hand side and e power j n theta n onto the left hand side. So a naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity a n by 2 e power j theta n. Okay, e power j n omega naught t plus summation. In the second notation also I am doing the same, e power j theta n e power j n omega naught t. So this minus, the minus where I have removed in the exponentials, that I have shown in the values of n as minus 1 to minus infinity. Hope you understand what I have done. Okay, here it is minus n. I can write it as minus n, and again it is minus n. So all these values are belonging to minus n. So that's why instead of mentioning in the exponentials, that minus n is represented in the values of the n. So that we can write it as, this is x of t. So let c naught is equal to a naught, small a naught, small a n, small b n, all these were described in the trigonometric Fourier series. Okay, capital A naught, capital A n are introduced in the cosine form of Fourier series. Now all these are constants are represented in terms of c terms. So c naught is a naught and cn is equal to a n by 2 e power j theta n, e power j theta n. So where for all the values n must be greater than 0. Okay, cn for all the values n must be greater than 0. So what happens now, x of t is equal to a naught becomes c naught plus summation n equal to 1 to infinity. See, this part we have taken it as cn e power j omega naught nt, j omega naught nt plus summation n equal to minus 1 to minus infinity. It is also cn e power j omega naught nt or jn omega naught t. Now these coefficients and these coefficients same. Which is changing now? N is variable. N is variable from minus 1 to minus infinity, and here it is varying from 1 to infinity. That means it is completely varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. Of course 0 is not there in between this, because 0 we have taken it separately and mentioned it as c naught. So that's why the n values are varying from minus infinity to plus infinity. So I can combine all these as x of t is equal to c naught plus summation n equal to minus infinity to infinity cn e power j n omega naught into t. This is the final notation of the signal x of t in terms of exponential Fourier series. In terms of exponential Fourier series. So any signal x of t, the given signal can be represented in terms of exponential Fourier series by just calculating the value of c naught and the value of cn. Okay. Okay. Once recall what is c naught. C naught is equal to capital A naught. Again this is equal to small a naught. Again that is equal to, already we know, 1 by t integral t naught to t naught plus capital T x of t dt. Okay, and cn, what is cn? Cn is equal to an by 2 e power j theta n. Okay, where an is square root of an square plus bn square, and theta n we know it is nothing but minus tan inverse of bn by an. Okay, so when we calculate the exponential form of Fourier series for the given signal. We have to analyze all these parameters first and then substituting all those in this equation, then we will get the exponential form of the Fourier series. Okay, so in the next video I will tell you how to determine the coefficients of this exponential series, and thereby we will also see the relation between the trigonometric and exponential Fourier series. Thank you.